Good morning. What a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. Hi, I'm Yolanda Hinton, host of FYI Morning Show Live. I want to welcome Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Look, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. As a matter of fact, get over there to Cristo Records One at YouTube. That's CRISTO Records One over at YouTube. And you can always go to the newest one, FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hinton. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, follow me, and I promise I will follow you back. I just am so excited about today. So many of you all are already popping on. I'm going to shout you out in a little bit. And I'm just really excited after coming out of a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I am blessed to be here. The weather here in Hampton Roads is absolutely wonderful, fabulous. Talking about waking up to, I think, about 70 degrees. Um, Very nice. And now we're going to climb into throughout the day in our 80s, which is fine with me. Low humidity. And I tell you what, it's a beautiful, sunshiny day. And I'm just glad about it. You know, we've had a lot of warm, humid weather here in the Hampton Roads area, but now as we get closer and closer to September, the weather changes and it just feels a little more comfortable. I want to say good morning to a few of you all. Keith, what's going on? Apostle Arthur, good morning. Let's see who else. Anton, Alan, hello. Marshila, hi. I think that's KT. Hello. Uh, Humberto, is that how you pronounce it? Yafi is YAFE underscore, I think Skyo1. Just so many of you on already. The names are going by so quick. I'm going to get back with you all in a little while. I just want to make sure you all are here. Everybody's here. Facebook, make sure you say something in the chat. I want to make sure I shout you all out, send you all some love. Hind, how are you doing? Um, let's see. I think it's Maryland. I think that's how you pronounce it. But anyway, good to see you all. Look, I want you all to talk with me on today. Say something in the chat. We're going to be talking to you about a few things, and I would love your feedback. Alicia, what you doing up here, girl? You're not in school yet. Anyway, good morning. It's good to see you. Love to all. Anyway, again, we want to welcome you all our platforms, Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. But I also want to mention our sponsors, which if you all would go to www.bulvicacademy.com, bulvic.com, check out the anti-bullying initiative, things for our children, students, teachers, schools, uh, anybody, the community. It has blogs there. You can actually go in and express yourself in the blogs. You can ask questions. There are books. Bullying is right underneath your nose. A diary of a former bully is there as well. The game Bulvic, which is a wonderful, wonderful anti-bullying game. It is also available not only on the website, but it is there on iTunes and Google Play. Just put in Bulvic, Bulvic, a wonderful game for the family, very strategic. You got to be able to read. The kids have to read. They have to interact with other students. They got to fight the monsters, and they got to deal with their emotions. They got to talk to teachers. They got to find things in the garden, and they have to solve the mystery at Bulvic. So you all go over there, www.bulvicacademy.com. Also, beard guards, men, a lot of men are styling those beards. I love it. I love a beard on a man. And I tell you what, over there at www.beardgods.com, that's BeardGodz get over there. They got some great shampoos, conditioners, balms, oils. They have vitamins for the inside part. If you all want to make sure that the hair that you grow real healthy, they've got all kind of things over there for you to make sure you looking your best, baby. Look, guys, get over there, www.beardgods.com, BEARDGODZ. It tells you how to grow a healthy beard, how you take care of your hair and the skin and everything. And make sure you get there. Tell them Yolanda Hinton sent you from FYI Morning Show Live. How about that? And look, I'm sure you're going to be satisfied. A lot of guys are using the product, and we're just excited to be able to have them as a sponsor. Look, we have a new sponsor. So excited about this sponsor, Beats and Pedals. You all take a listen real quick for me and let me know what you think, okay? Excellent. This is going to be our newest sponsor.
Beats and Pedals, bike ride, walk and roll, music and wellness for the community event. Portside Park in Portsmouth, Friday night. Don't miss the Power Pitch competition for your chance at $500 sponsored by Dominion Energy. Saturday, join the Pedaling for Peace bicycle ride, walk and roll. All wheels are welcome. The Crab and Wine Festival, live music from Raw Jazz, Ramanta and Friends. Sunday, sound baths, yoga meditation, and reflective walking. Powerful praise and pedals, pop out, church service. Get your early bird tickets, beatsandpedalsfestival.com. September 18th to the 20th.
That's Beats and Pedals. I tell you what, they got a lot going on. And guess who's coming to see us? We're going to have one of the founders and one of the ladies that's putting together everything. Serena Mann, she'll be here on Wednesday to talk about the festival, all the things that are going to be going on. You don't want to miss it. She'll tell you who can come, what's happening on those days. And she's put a lot into it. She is definitely out here in the community, really working hard to make this a great festival, but make our community great. She's just that type of person. And we look forward to having her on Wednesday, Miss Serena Mann. Make sure you join me at 9:30 a.m. So, yeah, so I'm really, really, really glad. Thank you, sponsors. I'm blessed to be here. A wonderful weekend. Look in the chat, tell me how your weekend was. What did you do? Anything special? I got a chance to go to a wonderful, wonderful workshop for women at Kingdom Cathedral Church. And it is just amazing how when we get together, it is so much power, so much faith, so much love. And it's just I don't know. It's just a glorious time. You know, we talked about finances. We talked about social media and how it affects us and our faith, and so many different things that we need to help us to be better. So women, getting together for this wonderful conference was just a thumbs up for me, and I was so happy to be there. And then on Sunday. Woo, talking about a powerhouse. Jeez, oh, that person, the message that came forth was absolutely, absolutely what we needed. And I can't even express it. It was just so powerful. Uh, just a great crowd of people, uh, and it just made me feel as though uh, I'm on the right track. That means a lot. Being on the right track. We talked about self care and we talked about the physical, the natural, the mental, and we did mention the spiritual. And I gave you all homework, and I'm not going to talk about all this now, but I wanted to let you all know when you taking care of that spiritual man, that inward man, that man that needs hope and peace and love and God and everything. It just means everything when you find what you're looking for. Shout out to Kingdom Cathedral and that wonderful, wonderful, wonderful uh, Women's Conference 2026. I hope you all had a great weekend. Look, not only did I do that, but I got a chance to do some business. I got a chance to be with my grandson. My son was here, and we got in the pool and everything. That was so relaxing and so, just what we needed. It always feels good to be able to just chill on the weekend because we do so much during the week. And when you get that chill time, baby, it means a lot. Chiquita 86, how are you? I saw you on the news the other day. You need to reach out. I need to reach out and see what you're doing. Anthony, good morning. Anthony Moore, how are you? Thank you for just your blessings on me. He says good morning, and I am so glad to hear you all speak to me because I don't want to be just up here talking. I want to hear from you. What do you all do? How was your weekend? How did everything play out? Did you do everything you imagined you wanted to do? Did everything pan out? Did you have to go through anything and hard, but did you overcome? Just come on and let's talk in the chat. Let's get to know one another and let's just have a good time. Ronaldo, how are you? Good to see you here. And everybody else, those on Instagram, Twitter, and the other platforms, Facebook Live, make sure you say something in the chat. I want to hear from you. You know what you call it. TikTok is always on fire, and I'm so blessed that they show up. IG, good morning. Uh, Thank you for joining me on FYI Morning Show Live. Ooh, let's see what else is going on. Oh my goodness, y'all. Kids back to school. Here in the Hampton Roads area, Virginia, kids are going back to school. Now, not all of them, because we have the Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Chesapeake. We have Newport News and Hampton and all those, Virginia Beach, all those cities within Hampton Roads. And most of them have gone back, not all of them. But today we have a whole bunch of kids going back to school. And look, we wish them well. We wish them safety. We pray that all goes well in this school year for our students, for our teachers, for our administrators, and that no harm would come to any of our children, any of our schools. It's important that we keep a watch on our children. We pray for them. Go ahead and ask the question, Ash. Somebody wanted to ask a question. But look, it is absolutely important that we keep our children safe. Now, look, this evening on FYI After Dark, I'm going to repost a show that I did on last week. Kids talking to families and kids and schools about school safety. So we have a lot of school safety tips. We have special guest, Miss Hinton, who is a guidance counselor in this area, and she tells me to say school counselor, not guidance, school counselor, and also Miss Christensen, who is a teacher, third grade teacher here in the area. They were on. I'm going to replay that on this evening on all social media platforms at 6 p.m. Make sure you get that information, ways, tips on how to keep our children safe, some of the things that we expect in the school year, some of the things that can help our children feel secure, some things that we talked about with teachers, self-care, and how they have to keep their, they got to keep their mind right, because they got a lot to deal with. Um, NAJWA, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I don't want to mess it up. That's why I'm spelling it. Good morning. How are you? So, yeah, that show is going to be played this evening, 6 p.m. It's a replay talking about school safety tips. We want all our children to be safe. We know what things happen sometimes in the schools, and we don't want anything that's going to be tragic, traumatizing to our children. We want to make sure they have everything they need. Look, it was so wonderful to see the schools, we saw churches, organizations bring together supplies and things that children need. And it is just so wonderful to see people just gathering to make sure kids have the pencils and the book bags and all those things to make them feel happy and feel a part of. You know, when you don't have things and you go into school and everybody else have things, it's not a good feeling. So it is so wonderful. I want to say to all those who contributed to our children getting all the things they need, supplies, I want to say thank you. As a matter of fact, the Norfolk Public Schools, listen to this. I thought this was a wonderful thing. I heard this on this morning that they are having lunch for students, not just for a few, but for every child in the Norfolk Public School system. Free lunch, free. You don't have to fill out an application or anything. You just come and you get a meal. That's another thing that's important because listen to this. Some children come to school hungry. And so they don't do as well because they don't get the nutrition they need. They're not fed at homes because of lack of finances and things like that and neglect sometimes. But I'm telling you, it is a wonderful, wonderful thing, y'all, when the school says, listen, we can take care of every child in here. There's no need for not one child to be in here stomach growling, hungry, tired, and mad because they can't eat. You've got to feed our children. They feel better when they have a meal. They feel better. They're able to do their work. They're able to just to make sure, that they can thrive in school. When you're hungry, you're tired. When you're hungry, sometimes you want to just go to sleep, and some of them sleep in school for that reason. We have to make sure our children don't fail. We've got to do everything we can for our children. This is our future. This is what we need to understand. And so I applaud Norfolk Public School. I I really hope that all schools follow the lead. It's no need for us, again, not to be able to feed our kids or to keep them safe. Schools, make sure you have every safety precaution there is in order to make our children safe, baby. Don't nobody want to send your children to school and there are things, incidents that can be avoided or something that happens that, somebody have overlooked. We need to make sure we dot every I, cross every T when it comes to our youngins. And I just want to make sure through FYI morning show, encouraging the school system, teachers, administrators, everybody, parents, and students to be on your P's and your Q's. So look, don't forget that show this evening. Um, uh, School safety tips on all social media platforms, 6 p.m. FYI, after dark. So look, there is another thing happening, and guess what that is? That is FYI morning show, Monday Sports Talk. Sports Talk. Monday Sports Talk, and I tell you what, it has been a great, great, great weekend. We're talking about NFL season, the preseason actually, and the games that are going on. This is week 2, and there have been some great games, some winners, some losers. I don't know how many of you all pay attention to the preseason. Some people kind of like avoid it. I've talked to a few people that say, they're not really into the preseason. To them, it's just like a practice. But there are some people that are watching. We have some numbers for you all, some winners, some losers, teams that played, and so forth and so on. But this is what I want you all to do right now. We did this the other day. We want you to shout out your team. There's no need coming up here to NFL preseason and you don't have a team. Tell us either who you follow or who you're a fan of. This is tell us who you really rah or ride or die for. Put it in the chat. Let me know who is your team. So look, I was talking to my son and my grandson, and my son for the last, I'm gonna say for the last maybe 2 or 3 years, he's been a Ravens fan. And so, I was asking them, hey, what do you think about your team and things like that. And so my son asked his son, who you gonna go with this year? And he says the Ravens. And his dad said, I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna follow your lead and see what goes on with the Ravens this year. And so I said to myself, even though I don't have a team, there are a few that I definitely keep my eyeballs on. And so since my grandson is doing the Ravens thing, I'm going to go ahead and keep my eyeballs on the Ravens this season. But you know that's not the only one that I kind of like get into. I am going to definitely Philadelphia Eagles. I think I'm a fan, from afar off. I'm kind of like on the outside looking in. And so I kind of like, it's something about Philadelphia Eagles that I really adore. I really adore. And so definitely going to keep my eyes. They're pure champions. And yeah, I'm going to be following them. Now, listen to this. I listen at one time in the Hampton Roads area when the Commanders were the Redskins. Everybody was following you. Redskin fans everywhere in the Hampton Roads area, everywhere. And so now that it's the Commanders, it's a little different. But guess who? A lot of people that I come across and know, guess who they follow? They follow the Dallas Cowboys. So even though I am not necessarily a fan of the Commanders or the Cowboys, I'm going to keep my eyeball on both of those teams. I want to see what the Commanders are going to do this season. And the Cowboys, Cowboys to me is a team that comes out strong. As a matter of fact, we're going to give the numbers. The preseason, they've actually won both their preseason games so far. But that's the habit of the Cowboys. The Cowboys have this thing wherein they come out hard, they come out strong, but eventually something happens where they can't get there. So the reason I want to keep my eyes on them is that I feel like one day they're gonna come through. You may see them going to the Super Bowl one day. I don't know when it is. I don't know when it's gonna be, but I'm gonna keep my eyeball on the Cowboys. I know a lot of Cowboy fiends. And they are actually ride or die. Lord, I think they would die for the Cowboys. I think they would be unalive, just they go so hard for the Cowboys. And so let's see what they do. The Commanders is another team that I said I'm going to keep an eye on. Like I said, when they were the Redskins, this Hampton Roads area was ride or die for the Redskins. Now Commanders. We'll see what happens and see how many fans, come through for the Commanders. Commanders. There are some new folk there. There are some that's been drafted in there or hired in there. Stephon Diggs is one. Everybody kind of got their eye on him because they're like, look, what you gonna do now that you are a commander? How are you gonna move? Are you gonna do something that's gonna really help the Commanders come through? Now you all know Stephon Diggs. If you're not a football fan, you may know him by being the father of what's her name, Cardi B. Their son. They have a son together. And he's been in the limelight for one reason or another. And so Yeah, definitely. We have to, uh, yeah, find out what is going on with Stephon Diggs, what he brings to the table, and how he's going to play, and everything. Um, Somebody act like, let's see, who's up here? It's just so many people up here. I'm gonna shout you out in a little bit, and yes, I will definitely talk with you all in a minute. But anyway, getting back to this weekend, we had some preseason games. I want to give you all some scores. Before I do, I want to mention something to you all. And I'm not sure how many of you all have paid attention to this, but Kobe Bryant had a birthday on yesterday. Happy heavenly birthday to Kobe Bryant. Let me tell you all a little bit about him. He was born August 23rd, 1978. Was an American professional basketball player. He played for the NBA, and his nickname was Black Mamba. He played his entire 20-year his career with the Los Angeles Lakers. It is amazing. It says in the National Basketball Association, he played for them for all those years. Bryant was a five-time NBA champion, two-time NBA Final MVP, the 2008 NBA MVP, and two-time gold medal recipient on the 28 2008 and 2012 U.S. Olympic team. He is regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Somebody said they would request a song. Request the song, yes. And so listen, I tell you what, he came from good stock because listen to this. He's the son of NBA player Joe Bryant. His father was a basketball player, and his wife, Joe Bryant, was married to Pam. He was born in Philadelphia and spent part of his childhood in Italy. So Bryant, Kobe played high school basketball at Lower Merion High School outside of Philadelphia. He opted out of college basketball and declared for the 1996 NBA draft. He was selected by the Charlotte Hornets with the 13th pick. Wow, he was then traded to the Lakers. Just that quick. Just that quick. Kobe Bryant. Oh my goodness. Everybody knows him. Um, so following his rookie season, he earned NBA All-Rookie Second Team honors and won the 1997 Slam Dunk Contest. He was named an All-Star in his second season. He had a feud with teammate Shaquille O'Neal. Everybody remembers it. That was in that time, and that was well documented. Nevertheless, the pair led the Lakers to three consecutive, listen to this, NBA championships from 2000 to 2002. In 2003, Bryant was charged with a crime. The criminal charges were dismissed. They were ultimately dismissed in a lawsuit that was settled, and he issued a apology while maintaining that the encounter was consensual. Woo, it goes on and on and on. We all know that was he died early in his life through a tragic uh, helicopter crash in California. And we just want to tribute him and all that he's accomplished. He died with his child, his daughter, and it was just a tragedy. And so we don't want to forget who he is, what he did. Uh, First, we want to give just a moment of silence and for Kobe. And we also want to just applaud him for all that he accomplished, and we'll never forget Kobe Bryant. So look, this is Sports Talk Monday, baby. Have you shouted out your team? I know you have a team. I know you follow them or somebody you like. If you have a player that you kind of like, hey, you favor, put that in the chat. Put your team in the chat. who you feel is going to the Super Bowl. As a matter of fact, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves because guess what? September the 9th, this thing is on, and people are going to really, really get into this new NFL season 2026, 2027. So put your team in the chat. We're going to be shouting them out throughout all these games and stuff like that. And uh, definitely looking forward to the wonderful, wonderful rah rah, the excitement, the what we're going to see the rookies. We're going to be talking about that with our commentators that are coming on. We have some commentators that will be joining me for FY Morning Show Monday Sports Talk, and they're going to definitely dig deeper than I ever could with some of the players, some of their history, the teams, some of the team's history, and who's been drafted. Yeah, these rookies, what they're doing, how they're doing it, and some of these veterans, baby, because we got some veterans that are definitely playing and playing hard. And so we look forward to it. September 9th is the beginning of the season. In the meantime, y'all, let's talk about this weekend and let's find out who played, who won, who lost. Great games. I got a chance to look at a few highlights. And yeah, so let's just kind of go over. I'm just going to go over the numbers. And again, please, if you all would, put your team. I know you got the team. I'll tell you what, basketball is one thing, the NBA is one thing, but then when you start talking about football, baby, when you start talking about the National Football League, these folks come through and the fans go crazy. And so, for that reason, I know you all up here have a team, or somebody has a team, or somebody has a favorite player. Make sure you put it in the chat. But let's go ahead and start talking about this preseason week 2, baby. And let's start off on Thursday, August the 20th, 2026. We have the Raiders and the Texans. The Raiders came through 22-20. How nice. The Raiders did their thing. The Texans, hey, I think I've looked at more games involving the Texans than the Raiders, but I'll continue to, as the weeks go on, make sure I keep my eyes on all these teams a little bit. The 49ers. Oh, I got a lot of friends. Sheila Robbins, what you think, girl? You shout out your team, baby. Shout out your team. And they beat the Chargers, and they beat them pretty good. 49ers 41, Chargers 17. Ooh. Anyway, is this a foretaste of what's going to go on with the 49ers? I believe last week they did not win. But hey, they came through, and this 49ers, I tell you, you can't sleep on the 49ers, baby. But anyway, 49ers 41, Chargers 17. Then on Friday, August the 21st, we had some games. We had the Jets. They did New York Jets 17 to the Steelers. The Steelers. How come the Steelers didn't score not one lick? Now, that's not like the Steelers, because y'all know last season the Steelers came through. They didn't go all the way, but they did good now. But the Jets 17-0, absolutely no scoring for the Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers got to come up. Okay, we got the Panthers and the Jaguars. The Panthers, I got a chance to kind of like last season look at them a little bit more than I usually do. They beat the Jaguars 34-17. Slim Overton, how are you? Good to see you up here. Slim, who is your team? I don't think I've ever known who you rah-rah for in the NFL. Slim Overton, James Overton, tell me who you rah-rah for. Also, let's look at the Packers. The Green Bay Packers beat the Broncos 33-13. What a wonderful, wonderful thing. Some people, and I mentioned the Green Bay Packers. Slim said he's that. I told y'all it's a whole bunch of Dallas Cowboys. right here in this Hampton Roads area, baby. I know so many of them. I didn't realize, Slim, that you were a cowboy, but hey, we're going to be following them, checking them out, and finding out, what they're going to do this season. Now we want to see them. We want to see them go all the way. I feel like it's going to be a time. Slim, let me know how you feel about it. Where you all going to come back and get you all some rings. Y'all going to do you all going to do it again. Sometime somewhere. Hopefully soon. Especially with so many Dallas Cowboy fans we have that are ride or die, baby. So again, the Green Bay Packers, and they've won one. They've lost one in the preseason. The Broncos as well, but they lost this one. 13 for the Broncos, 33 for the Packers. Now, I was just talking about this team, and this is the Commanders, Washington Commanders. They didn't do it this time. I think they did it last week. They didn't do it this time. And guess who they were going against? They played the Lions. The Lions 13 to 17. I don't know if you all got a chance to see that. I got a few highlights, and yeah, they look good. But are they ready? Commanders, are you ready? We got any Commander fans out here? Let me know. Also, in the final this week, and I don't know if I'm surprised. Let me know if you all are surprised. Um, Slim said he went to college with a former player who was also from Virginia Beach, Herb Scott. Oh my goodness, yes! How awesome! So yeah, so you all again put that name in the chat if you all have any fan favorites, any players on the team that you follow, any team that you ride or die for. Make sure you put it in the chat. So listen to this, and I don't think I'm not surprised. Maybe you all are surprised, but the Buffalo Bills, beat the Browns on. Don't laugh, Yolanda. On this week, on this Saturday, 31-7. Now, let me say this. I'm hoping that the Browns do a little bit better. I'm gonna tell you, they were a disappointment last season. I have to say that, and but I followed them a few years back because my grandson, when he was a little smaller, uh, loved the Browns. And so that's how I got a chance to kind of like, you know, keep my eyeball on them. But I tell you what, last season I was like, look, man, hold up, man. Y'all got to do better. Look, listen to this. Zero, they've lost zero. They won zero, lost two games. The Bills won two. This is their numbers. Uh, yeah, 2-0. The Browns, we want to see what you can do. Because look, we sometimes I wonder if this is a foretaste. When they do the preseason games, I know a lot of y'all probably not into it like that, but I wonder if it's a foretaste of what's going to happen. Is it a foretaste? Can we kind of go by the preseason and see and predict what's going to be happening throughout the year? Sometimes, it gets a little close, but sometimes you never know how these teams will come through. So again, the Bills, 31, the Browns, Cleveland Browns, 7. Jesus. Anyway, the Falcons, 34, the Colts, 6. We have the Ravens, and that's my grandson's team. Remember, I told you all that. They came through last week. Yeah, they and they're 2-0. Um, they beat the Vikings 13, Vikings 3. Now look, I have relatives that are Viking fiends, so I don't want to talk bad about them, but we want to see what they do. Now this is, the Vikings, to me, I think they have the potential to go all the way, but they are a team, as I look at it, that's up and down, up and down. You win some, you lose some, you win two, you lose two, you win three, you just all over the place in a sense. And we want to see them do better. I think they have the potential, just like the Cowboys, of one day making it, going through, getting those rings, baby. We shall see. The Saints didn't look. The Saints didn't score not area. My mother and grandma used to use them. Not area point. Not 1 point. The Saints 0, the Rams 34. The Saints got to come up. They haven't won not one. They not one. They haven't hit a lick. They have not hit a lick. So the Saints, I'm keeping my eyeballs on you because you need to come up. The Rams 34. They beat that game, and let's see how they continue to move. The New York Giants, that's another fan favorite. You got a lot of Giants fans in this area as well, you know. But guess who they beat? They beat the Dolphins. Um, the Giants 26, New York Giants, and the Dolphins 3. To me, again, the Giants, hey, let's kind of see what they do. But the Dolphins is a team I think have the potential of doing well. But they're another up and down, up and down. I guess sometimes it all depends who's playing and who's hurt, because a lot of times these quarterbacks or team players that get hurt, it just changes the whole atmosphere of the game because these teams depend on their best, their best. And so when their best goes out, it's a problem. Just like with the Cowboys with Dak. When he goes out, you know it, you feel it because he brings great football to the Cowboys team. And so like I said, when these guys get hurt, they go out, you know it. You know it. So anyway, again, we got the Giants, the Dolphins 26-3, the Bears, and the Bengals. Now, the Bengals, I must say, won this week 27-9. And I mention them because I put the Bengals and the Browns in the same category because they did just about the same on last season. They didn't do too much of nothing, baby. I'm going to tell you that right now. But I give them a little bit of favor because my grandson not only kind of followed the Browns, was a fan, but the Bengals. He got the little outfit and everything. He was really ride or die for the Bengals. And so that's why I give them a little bit of grace. But the Bengals, baby, you did good, 27-9 in the preseason. Let's see what you do when we get to the real games, when the season starts. Let's see what these teams do. The Eagles and the Patriots. But look, those teams, hey, those two teams, it could have went either way because these are some fabulous teams. Patriots and the Eagles. I love the Eagles. I told y'all again, the score was 21-24. 24. And so, baby, let's see what happens. The Patriots, keep your eyeball on them and also on the Eagles and see what they give. Now, this is a team that I'm getting ready to talk about, which has disappointed me, I must say. And to me, I'm disappointed because they have come from champions to really, what's going on? What's going on with these teams? I'm talking about the Kansas City Chiefs, baby. I'm talking about the Kansas City Chiefs, baby. What has happened? Well, I tell you what has happened in this preseason game won't good either because the Buccaneers beat them 16-15. A close game, of course, but still, the Chiefs, baby, Mahomes. What's going on, baby? What's going on? We want to see you all bounce back this season now. I was a little disappointed last season now. And like I said, when these folks go out, they're injured, it just changed the whole atmosphere, baby. And but we want to see you all rise again. Okay? The Chiefs, 15, the Buccaneers, 16. All right, let's go to one of the fan favorites. I told you about the Cowboys, and Slim already told me he was a Cowboy fan. But they came through again. The Cowboys 34 beat the Cardinals 13. Cowboys, what is your year gonna be like? What is this season for the Cowboys gonna be like? Are you gonna play some football? Are y'all ready to do your thing? Let's see the Cowboys. Let's see you come through. It's so many fans around me that are Cowboy, Cowboy. When I was at the radio station, it was just Cowboys. I was just surrounded. I almost became a Cowboy. I almost became a Cowboy. My co-host, Mr. E, is a ride or die Cowboy fiend. Jesus, we'd like to see his team, go all the way to the Super Bowl at least this year. Let's find out. But anyway, they did their thing this preseason second game. Cowboys 34 and the Cardinals 13, baby. All right, then we came to our Sunday games. Our Sunday games, honey. We had the Seahawks and the Titans. Y'all love the Titans, don't you? All right, the Titans came through 19, Seahawks 16. Two good teams. We're definitely going to look forward to seeing those teams play as well. I tell you what, it's exciting. And again, September the 9th, you all keep it locked. September the 9th, these teams are going to be kicking off the this NFL 2026-2027 season. Let's give everybody a round of applause. All you guys that are playing, the team owners, the managers, the coaches, all you all on the sidelines, everybody involved, the cheerleaders, all you all, we're ready for some football. I know I am. Hey, Jeanette, what's going on? Jeanette is here. Amen, A-M-A-N. Hello. Mad Max, what's going on? Bada Yaga, I think that's how you pronounce it. Candace, somebody says, that you, Candace? I don't know who Candace is, but this is Yolanda Hinton, host of FYI Morning Show Live, baby. Now, make sure you come back and you'll get to know who I am. I get a chance to know who you are. Courtney and her chickens. Isn't that cute? Yes. Is it T-A-A-A, Tay, or Ta? I think it's Tay. Y-E-A-Y. Hello. Good morning. Let's see. We got so many folk up here. Christian. Hello. C-A-Y-K, I believe that's it. Jack. Hello, what's going on? Let's see, Gerard, I believe that's you up here. Again, hello to my friend Slim. Lala, hello. Daniel, what's happening? Jin Jan, I believe that's how you pronounce it, not sure. D, hello, Stephen. Hey, Wine, let's see. Winnie, hey Winnie. Somebody want to request a song? Go on and request you a song, honey. I don't know what song it is, but go on and request it. I don't know if I have it, but let's see. Anman, I think that's how you pronounce it. Kim, Bella, hi Kim Bella, Joshua, Reginald, somebody, y'all are silly. Who is that? Is one somebody. Hello, Nicholas. I cannot see some of these names. They're going so fast. Pamela Jackson, what's going on? Big Head. Big Head is up here. General Darrell, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Marquis. Um, hello, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Jasmine, what's going on? D, 5856. Is my baby Sheila Robinson up here? Look at Robinson now, she's gonna get me. Sheila Robinson is my baby. Are you here? Are you here? She's usually on Facebook, but sometimes I see her over here on TikTok. Mark Howard, are you here? That's another one. Look, I can find him either over here or over there, but he's always in the chat, whether I can see him on our feed or afterwards. He is always saying something, something kind and something lovely. I love him. Thank you, Mark. God bless you. I hope you are ready for some football. And Mark, you got to tell me who is your team? You got to let me know so I can shout it out. Terminator, what's going on? Heaven sent. Uh, hello, Deborah. Hi, baby. Smiling, join us. Uh, I'm going to spell this Chamodii. Hello, Tina Dean. What's happening? AWAS. So many of you all on. Let's see. Bad Boys here. And Nawa, is that how you pronounce it? Naja? Let me see. Nawa. I'm not sure if that's how to pronounce it. Let me know if I'm pronouncing it right. Um, May High. So many of you are on. We just gave the preseason scores for week 2. I just wanted to give you all a little bit of insight, not an insight, but anyway, just the little numbers for the WNBA because the WNBA is in its season. But I want you to make sure you all go to the WNBA website and you'll see all the things that are going on with the women's season. When we have our commentators on, we will be doing a little bit more of covering our women's season and other sports as well. You know, we make a big thing out of the NBA and a big thing out of the NFL, but there are other things or other genres, other, group of folk um, playing. And so, again, we have our WNBA women's. We have some 2026 weekend scores. I wanted to give you those scores and everything, and but I want you to visit ESPN or the WNBA websites and just see what's going on with the ladies. You know, the ladies are doing their thing. It's amazing. You know, these ladies are playing some ball. So this weekend, August the 23rd, Dallas Wings played Seattle Storm. It was 92 to 70. Um, Paige Buckers, I believe that's how you pronounce it, was one of the top performers. FLAUJ, I think it's Flaja Johnson, Seattle Storm. She did 23 points in the game, but Dallas Wings took it. Indiana Fever 113. Boy, listen to the scores. Chicago Sky 90. You know, of course, with the Indiana Fever, one of our favorite girls is Caitlin Clark. Caitlin is still doing her thing now. Remember, Caitlin brought the boys to the yard. Caitlin, Angela Reese, so many of Shakira, all these, Asia Wilson, these folks, these women brought people to the game. You know, when they were drafted in to these teams, folk paid attention. WNBA went to another level. It was already climbing anyway because we've already had stars, you know, in the game. But when these young ladies came to the team, Natasha Cloud, all these folk started coming in, Kaya Nurse, and they brought a whole new wave of attention to the WNBA, baby. People were looking for tickets. It was just sold out games. It was just more fans, more money. More money, is that right? More sponsors. Everything went to another level. And so don't sleep on them. Get to know the WNBA players, the teams, what's going on. And let's see the success of women in this sport. Look, I can't wait till the WNFL, the National, the Women's League for football. As a matter of fact, we had a young lady on our FYI radio show a few years back who was marketing for that industry. And baby, they're coming up, but it's going to take the attention being turned to the game through great players, just like with the WNBA, taking it to the next level. And so the money can get better, the fans can get bigger, the sponsors can come through and really make it. Some people, they have to get used to certain things because, when I remember when I first started looking at the WNBA, I had to get used to seeing the girls, and it's, and the girls had to get used to playing, meaning, they were little, wiggly, and it was just different. Baby, when you see these women, these young women playing now, baby, they playing some ball. And so we want you all to start following and supporting these WNBA teams. So we have also Washington Mystics, 105, Portland Fire, 100. Shakira Austin, of course, Washington Mystics. She did her thing, 31 points in the game, 10 rebounds. And then we have Carla Lecce, I believe that's how you pronounce it, from Portland Fire, 27 points in the game. And hey, she's doing her thing. Then we have the Las Vegas Aces, 88. Toronto Tempo, 78. Toronto lost that game. But the top performer for the Las Vegas Aces is Asia Wilson. And you all keep your eyeball on her if you're a champion. And she helped to bring that team to another level, of course. 27 points, 7 rebounds. Then we have Kaya Nurse from Toronto Tempo. She did her 19 points. Baby, these girls are playing some ball. And we're going to say, thanks, sisters. You're doing a great job. So listen, I gotta go, but let me give you some upcoming shows really, really quick because on Wednesday we're gonna have our sponsor on, and we're going to we want to invite you to just really, 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 um, you know, be there for her and Beats and Pedals. We want you all to make sure you support. Make sure you join me at 9:30 a.m. on Wednesday. Serena Mann is going to be there. And just tell us what all it takes to put together some of these things. Hold on for a second, you guys. I want to make sure I pull up some things. And yeah, I want to make sure I pull up some things a minute. But I also want to give you what the upcoming shows will be, okay? This evening, like I said, we're going to absolutely do the back to school tips. Special guest, Crystal Hinton and Miss Christensen. She's going to be on with us. She's a teacher there. Crystal Hinton is school counselor in the Norfolk public school system. And we want you all to make sure you find out what it takes to, to make the children have a wonderful, wonderful school year, okay? Also, on Friday coming up, we have an evening show, Friday evening. I may still be on Friday morning, but I may also, do a replay. It all depends on what's going on. But we have Skeeter G, comedian Skeeter G, who's going to be on with us. He's done comedy throughout Hampton Roads and beyond. Looking forward to him being on, because guess what? He's going to be doing our segment. He's going to be a contributor to the segment, men's segment, and looking forward to him being on with me. He's going to represent the single man's experience. And so this is going to be interesting. Now, if you all have been listening, I've been doing segments and series. We have the women's series that we do, and we're getting ready to come back with all the ladies, all the contributors in one place collectively, and we're going to do a show talking about self care, self love. But in the meantime, Skeeter G, comedian Skeeter G, is going to be on Friday at 6 o'clock p.m. on all social media platforms. Make sure you make it here because he has an interesting experience, interesting life and his history. And he's also a single daddy to a beautiful young lady, a beautiful daughter, and he's been raising her. And it's a beautiful thing to see them. I follow his page, his Facebook page, and he's really a great comedian, great person, and a wonderful father. So please join me 6 p.m. on Friday for that show, okay? Let me see who else. Money and More. Listen, Money and More, baby. So I've gone and I've been doing some classes. I have another one. Now, the first one I told you all about, it was Wells Fargo. They did a workshop and about budgeting and managing and stewarding that moo that money. I told you all we have a lot to talk about because I want you all to aspire to greatness. A lot of you all got it right. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying that those that want to do better uh, with your money and managing and stewarding, you all keep a listen to our show, the show Money and More, and giving you great tips on how to really survive in an economy that we live in this day and time. So Money and More, we'll have that as well. Let's see, summer fun. Summer's not over, so we're going to be doing some things summer fun. What else is going on? Again, our women, we'll have them, uh, the women's series, have them come back and we'll be talking to you. Cryptocurrency is another thing. Jason Baker will be here in September, probably down the bottom of September. We will make the announcement, and we want him to really give us some updates of what's going on with cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is here to stay. If you all don't know a lot about it, it's time for you to start doing some research or tuning into FYI Morning Show or After Dark and hearing the perspective from our contributor, Jason Lee Baker. Okay, so look, don't forget to follow me on social media. Thank you so much, you all, for bringing my numbers up. TikTok, you all are the best. I need about 100 and something folk that will follow me on TikTok. Please, I want to see if my numbers get to a certain place. Uh, and so, if you all, even while you're listening to me now, come on over here to TikTok and give me some numbers. I promise I will follow you back. Let me see who else is on the line. Anybody else that I see? Look, let me see who's Ash. Who's up here? Ash, hello. Ashley, can I ask you a question? Ash, you haven't asked that question yet. All right, ask me the question. What you want to know? Creole, Leo, hello. What's going on? Ray, hi. Amanda, mwah, mwah. Amanda, I will be inboxing you on today, baby. Boss, hello. Um, let's see, HND, I think, or HNO, I'm not sure. Serve Jesus, or that's the name of this person here. GENDRI. Hello, boys. X2, what's going on? Uh, okay, so listen, it's time for me to go. Who else is up here? So many folks. Hi. Somebody say hi, Auntie. They're so sweet. I like when y'all say stuff like that. And then somebody said, Slim said the women are balling. Is that right, Slim? Absolutely. But look, I gotta go, y'all. Don't forget to follow me on social media. Before I go, I want to make sure you all get the
Beats and pedals.
Our new sponsor, Beats and Pedals. They're having a festival coming up. Just take a listen. to their information.
Beats and Pedals, bike ride, walk and roll, music and wellness for the community event. Portside Park in Portsmouth, Friday night. Don't miss the Power Pitch competition for your chance at $500 sponsored by Dominion Energy. Saturday, join the Pedaling for Peace bicycle ride, walk and roll. All wheels are welcome. The Crab and Wine Festival, live music from Rock Jazz, Ramanta and Friends. Sunday sound baths, yoga meditation, and reflective walking. Powerful praise and pedals, pop out, church service. Get your early bird tickets, beatsandpedalsfestival.com. September 18th through the 20th.
So much going on. I tell you what, Serena Mann will be here on Wednesday to talk about Beats and Pedal Festival. It's a 3-day festival. It's a lot going on, and it's going to be right here in the Hampton Roads area. Look, y'all, it's time for me to go. Again, don't forget to follow me on social media. You can be a special guest sponsor, an intern, and all you got to do is email me at fyradioshow@gmail.com or inbox wherever you are, whatever platform you're on, inbox and say, hey, I'd like to be on your show, or I'd like to sponsor this show or a segment or all of it. I want to be an intern. I'd like to do a little work for you all for a little while. That would be absolutely fabulous. Look, I'm going to see you all. I'm going to see you all TikTok first. You all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening, a wonderful day. And don't forget to hit me up, baby, on Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. But this evening, get those school tips at 6 p.m. They'll be on social media platforms. God bless you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. See you later, TikTok. Talk to you on Wednesday. All right. Oh, TikTok came through. The numbers are absolutely good. And now we're going to just say to our friends over here, goodbye over here. Glad you are with us. And we'll see you all later. Let me see if I can kind of like move everything here so I can get you all to say goodbye. So look, Sports Talk Monday. We'll have some great commentators on, and we will definitely see you all soon. Bye now.
Where I am now, I'm in a special place, a tender warming place, where I am now. Where I am now, I'm better than before. A little open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place, a tender warming place. Where I am now. Where I am now, I'm better than before. Walk through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place, a tender warming place. Where I am now. Had to knock me down, save my life. I've come a long way now, changing.